Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have started with the texturing of this particular living room over here. So what we'll be doing over here is we'll be completing this texturing part and we'll start up with the lighting part. So over here, what I'll be doing, few of the things are left out, we'll be just texturing that. So top ceiling part, I'll just again go into the material editor. Let's take a material editor. I'll take again a V-Ray material over here. I'll take a white color and let's give a bit of reflect over here for this. So definitely this is just a white color. These are all the lights which we can put over here. So the rest of the part remaining, this is the thing which, so select this part over here. So what I can do, I can assign some material over here. I can assign a bronze material also. So if you want to assign a bronze material, a bronze shader, I can easily assign a bronze shader. So what I'll do over here is let's assign a bronze shader over here. So let's go into the material over here. So let's take a new V-Ray material and let's just rename it as bronze over here. I'll just assign a color for this. Let's assign a color for the bronze shader. So we'll assign a color over here. So let's go into the reflect over here. We'll be assigning some kind of reflections over here. And I'll just click OK. Our glossiness, you can keep it to 0.7 or 0.8 over here. Fresnel IOR, I'll keep it as 17. Subdivisions, I'll increase to 32. Keep this as 7 for this. So let's just assign this. So I've assigned a bronze material over here. So even you can assign, if you want, you can assign a copper also. That's totally okay. After that, I'll go over here. I'll just select this lights. I'll go into the material editor and I'll take a V-Ray light material and I'll slightly give a bit of a yellowish color. Let's just assign that. So wherever the texturing few things are left out, you can just texture that, not a problem. Also, this base part is left out. For that, you can use a metal over here. So let's just take a V-Ray material. I'll take a black color, a bit darker. Let's go into the reflectivity, reduce its R glossiness. Fresnel IOR, I'll increase it, and let's just assign that. looks much better. And for this, if you look at it, I can just assign a V-Ray material. Just I'll give a color to it. That's it. So although everything is textured, okay, this part, what I can do over here is like, I can just select this top section and I can assign some color to it. If you want, you can just assign a color. That's totally okay over here. For this lighting part, what I can do is like I can use the interior lights also. How? For that, let's go into the lights and I'll go into the photometric lights. You can take a photometric lights. Let's take a photometric light. Let's take a target light. So I'll go over here. Let's just assign a target light. Select this. Slightly just push this over here. So go over here, select this light. And let's set it as V-Ray shadow. I'll activate this shadow and I can make it as photometric web if you want. If you want, you can just set it to high quality just to check over here. So I have some filter colors also. I can change that. If you want, you can do it manually also. You can change this colors manually over here for the lights, not a problem. Or else you have some presets over here. You can use this presets. You have some luminosity. You can work with this luminosity parameters. So I'm going to take this as a point also. That is totally okay. If you want to make it as a sphere, you can make it as sphere also. Even you can make it as a rectangle. For a bigger area, you can put that way also. That is totally okay. So I'll set it to point right now, just as a point stuff. Near and far attenuation. If you want that my light should achieve a longer distance, so I can just set this or increase this stuff near and far. That we can definitely put that. So I've just set it as fluorescent white. You can go with the halogen warm also. Also you can go into this luminosity. You can reduce it. Kelvin, will keep it as Kelvin over here. Alright, looks much better. So I'll just duplicate this light for now from here to here. I won't keep it as instance, I'll just keep it as a copy of it. Just copy this lights till here. I'll just delete this part. I'll slightly shuffle it at the center over here. Go into this and just select this lights and push it over here. So let's just try. So we have not done any kind of settings yet. We'll be doing it. So select this light again. Alright. I think this looks okay over here. We can set the Kelvin settings accordingly for all these lights. Yeah, looks much better. So we have not set any kind of render settings yet over here. After that, what I'll do over here is like, I'll take one more light. Let's just select this all. I'll make it to standard over here for now. Let's take again a free light. I'll put a free light over here. Go into this and I'll activate this V-Ray shadow over here. So now what I can do is like, I'll go down and I'll make it as a rectangle, or even you can make it as a cylinder. Cylinder is also okay. So I'll slightly reduce the radius of it and I'll increase the length of this. So if you look at it at the ceiling section, this light can be placed in a much better way over here. I can slightly reduce it, slightly reduce the length. I'll slightly put it over here. And again, let's make it as high quality over here. Let's make it as warm over here. We can try to render it. Okay, now it's the light is illuminating. Let's try to render this part. Then you will see that we can decrease that. That's not a problem over here. We can definitely do that. Or else I'll slightly shuffle this down if it is such then. Slightly just push this down. because the area is very less, you need to check out this area part, because if you look at it over here, the space which is defined over here is very less. So if you can slightly shuffle this more down, then it can be achieved. Or else you can shuffle this up. I think this is much a better option now. So I'll just push this inside this. Now looks much better, because it needs a bigger area to generate this stuff. Definitely will be doing it. Can just go to the top view, just duplicate that, I'll slightly push it with this arrow. Let's try to render and see how it looks like. So definitely we'll be putting a lot of lights. We'll reduce the reflections which are there on the top. We can slightly reduce those reflections because it is very reflective. And if you want, you can reduce the intensity of these lights which are there on the top nearby ceiling. Because I have not done any kind of render settings yet, so we need to do that. Definitely will be doing it. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So we'll be utilizing photometric lights plus V-ray lights. We'll be doing a lot of things. So if required, we can also use a bit of sunlight also from the window. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. So we'll be doing all this stuff. So as you can see, we have seen some few of the settings of this photometric lights. So we'll be working out in the coming tutorial. So if you have any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the next tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.